Hi, I'm Kevin and I'm here to talk about Stunner's AAV Quant application. In less than a minute, AAV Quant gets you label-free, standard-free, and hassle-free answers on capsid titer, empty full ratio, and aggregation with only 2 microliters of sample. Let's take a look at how it's done. Here we have Stunner's plate. It reads UV-Vis and DLS data from up to 96 samples at a time. Loading is easy. You simply pipette in 2 microliters of sample, like that, and you're done. So that was my buffer sample. Now let's load in 3 more AAV samples. As long as you're above 10 to the 12th Vg per mil, there are no dyes, labels, or other sample prep needed. Now let's check out a plate with a fluorescent dye in it so we can see things in more detail. For a different look at how our Stunner plate works, I've loaded some fluorescein in columns 11 and 12 and read just column 12 with Stunner. If I light up that fluorescein with a black light, the unread column has all the fluorescein sample present in the serpentine part of the microfluidic circuit. The previously read column has the fluorescein in the microcuvette chambers where both UV-Vis and DLS data is gathered. Let's take the plate back over to Stunner where we can set up our experiment. To set up our experiment, it's time to jump into the Stunner software. First step, we go to the Viruses menu and select AAV Quant. Pick a Stunner plate and we're ready to go. Next we can choose to populate each well manually, for example to tell it that we have a buffer blank and 3 samples, or we can simply import and pull in all the information from an Excel file. Pick an analyte based on which serotype is being tested. This tells Stunner the expected DNA length and amino acid sequence for the most accurate results. It's easy to pick a naturally occurring serotype, or you can input your own custom parameters. And we're ready to go. Let's load the plate. Stunner is going to gather all that data in about 45 seconds per sample. The experiment is done, so let's take a look at the results. Here are the results viewed in Stunner's analysis software, which starts with an overview of the whole plate. Here we're looking at the empty full ratio for the 3 samples we ran. Let's check them out. This first sample was expected to be about 75% full capsids. We can see the results show that 72% of the sample was full, which is pretty close to our expectations. Taking a look at the DLS result, we see that all of the sample was nice monodispersed capsids. If we look at the titer results shown by this bar chart, we can see the total capsid titer, which is in dark blue, the full capsid titer in dark green, and how much free and aggregated DNA and protein was present. If we check out the empty capsids, Stunner only detected protein in this sample, so the bar chart only shows protein in blue to include the total capsid titer. For all samples, the capsid titer is calculated using both the DLS and UV-Vis technologies in Stunner. And the DLS results demonstrate this sample also has nicely monodispersed capsids. Hopping over to our last sample where we expect aggregation, the DLS results show a lot of the sample is present as aggregates larger than a capsid. Those are the gray areas of this graph. That's a look at Stunner's AAV Quant application. Please reach out if you're interested in learning more or interested in a demo. And thanks for tackling Science in 5 with me. I said mocha, not matcha.